What's up, you guys? This is XSaberman9K here doing a deck profile. It's kind of a weird deck, but it's got an interesting concept behind it. It's Rabbit Noble Knights. So I'll go through the deck and tell you some of the nice combos. It's kind of like Dino Rabbit, but it has a couple lockdown cards. But it's just a really fun deck, and it's strangely pretty good. I've 2-0 Dino Rabbits a lot, so. And it's testing pretty well, so I'll go through some of the choices. Anyways, here we go. So 2 Rescue Rabbit, 2 Tour Guide, Second Night Assailant. Those are all essential. Then for the normals, we have 3 Elemental Hero Sparkman and 3 Noble Knight Artorigus. Then we have 3 Noble Knight Gowan, 1 Ignoble Knight of Blackland Sullen, a Gores, Chaos Sorcerer, and BLS. For the spells, we have Noble Arms Gallatin, Noble Arms Arfu-Dutier, and 2 of each of those. Tech in 1 Lance, Tech 1 Miracle Fusion, 1 Book, Reborn, Heavy, Dark Hole, and 3 copies of MST. For the traps, we got 2 Bottomless, 2 Compulse, 2 Phoenix Chain. Not playing Veilers or Max T, so Phoenix Chain is pretty essential. 2 Prison, 2 Warning, and for the extra we have Shining, Leviair, Leviathan, Zenmaines, Tempo, Giga Brilliant, Photon Papillo Operative, Gaga Cowboy, Maestroke Symphony de Jin, Heroic Champion Kusanagi, Heroic Champion Gandiva, it's hard to see it because of the glare. Shockmaster, Heroic Champion Excalibur, Blade Armor Ninja, and Utopia. Okay, so I'll go through some of the deck and the choices here. So Rabbits used to get out your key cards, Sparkman and Artorigus. Now, these 2 normals, they're light normal monsters combined with Gowan. Gowan says, if you control a light normal monster, you can special summon this card from your hand and face up defense position. So, Rabbit with these and Gowan is a first turn Shockmaster. I know it's a -1 to get out Shockmaster, but if you play Protect the Shockmaster, you lock your opponent down and you proceed to win, because then later in the game, you two guide into some of your key XYZs, key rank 3 XYZs, like even Leviair, and push for game. With this deck can go for game a lot with like Blade Armor Ninja, and I'll explain how. So 1 Ignoble Knight Land Sullen. This card's sometimes I don't know, I might drop it actually, but it reads, you can send 1 face-up light normal monster you control to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. So if you're top decking and you top deck into a Sparkman or a Noble Knight Artorigus, you normal summon it, and if Blackland Sullen's in the graveyard, you can just send it to the graveyard and get a 2000 beater. It's like top decking a 2000 beater. It's okay, but his other effect is you can tribute 1 Noble Knight monster, add 1 Noble Arms card from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect of Ignoble Knight of Blackland Sullen once per turn, and you can only control 1 face-up Ignoble Knight Blackland Sullen. Like, I know what you're thinking. If you can control 2, that would be epic, because you can basically Rabbit into a rank 5 XYZ. So, but, yeah, it kind of sucks. Gores is kind of key, and you're playing Lights and Darks, so Chaos Sorcerer BLS will work wonders in this deck. Just as the boss monsters, like, it's late game win games, like they win games. So let's go for the equip cards here. I know equip cards suck, but Gallatin is just a beast. It makes her OTK plays, like, it makes you OTK. You equip Gallatin to a Blade Armor Ninja, and you can hit for 6400 damage in 1 turn with just Blade Armor Ninja. So that's what I'm saying. This card is a beast. So anyways, here, I'll read it off to you guys. You can only control 1 face-up Noble Arms Gallatin. Equip only to a warrior-type monster. It gains 1000 attack. During each of your standby phases, it loses 200 attack. If this face-up card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target one face-up warrior type monster, Noble Knight monster you control. Equip this card to that target. This effective Noble Arm Skeleton can only be used once per turn. So it can recycle itself within your noble monsters. You can make your vanilla Noble Arm, Noble Knight Artorigus go to 28, and your Gowan go to 1900. Or 2900, sorry, because Gowan's 1900 beater. So it's not bad, even opening it, just to have a big beater, because those things get over Hyperion, and they clash with cards like Red MD, and get over Red MD with Gowan in that aspect. BLS go to 4000, attack twice. That's just beast. So many cards. Now Arfu Dutier. This is spell and trap card removal. Even set Snowman Eaters, if you know what Snowman Eater, or set Reapers, those kind of things. So, or set Night Assailants. You wouldn't want to. I mean, it's bad against Sangan, I guess, but what can you do? So I'll read this off. You can only control one face-up Noble Arms Arfu Dutier. Equip only to a warrior type monster. Once per turn, you can target one set card your opponent controls. The equipped monster permanently loses 500 attack, and if it does, destroy that target. So, yeah, your monster loses 500 attack, and you just destroy one of their set cards. That's not bad. It's a +1. For 500 attack, it's okay. So, like, if you use it on Excalibur will go down to 3,500 if you use his effect, but then he'd go down to 1,500 after that. But it's even so, it's good for that +1. It can help you it goes for game. You save it for when you're pushing for game, even. I used it on BLS, equipped it to BLS, made him lose 500 attack, blew up his back row, and then attacked twice with BLS, and his back row is Dimensional Prison, so it's still good. It's really good. So I'll read the rest of it now. It says, this attack loss remains even if this card leaves the field or the monster becomes unaffected by card effects. That kind of sucks, but if this face-up card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target one face-up warrior or Noble Knight monster you control. Equip this card to that target. And you can only use this effect of Noble Arms Arfu Dutier once per turn. So again, the same thing as Gallatin, the re-equipping factor. Lance is just, I find it's really good. Just one tech Lance, I just like it. That's just personal preference for me. Miracle Fusion is really good actually too, because you're pretty much searching Sparkman with Rabbit, so it's live, really easy, and the Shining is just a beast. 3,200 Shining if you remove 2 Sparkmans, so it's like an extra boss monster. It's nice. It's a good top tech card. I just like teching one, and that's all staples. And the traps, staples, pretty much. Okay, let's go for the extra deck. I just explained Shining. These are all needed here. Pepelo Operative's a beast. Okay. Cowboy, he's a warrior too, so he's nice. If you put him at 25 with the Noble Arms card and then use his effect, that's really nice too. Symphony de Jin, that's a Fiend. Kusanagi, now, it's hard to get this guy's picture. Sorry, my camera kind of sucks, guys, but that's Kusanagi. Okay, so he has 2,500 attack, 2,400 defense. It takes three level 4 warrior type monsters. I know you'd rather go on a Shockmaster, right? But this is still decent against Inzectors. Just for the main fact, like, none of their trap cards can get rid of this guy unless they warning. So, all read his effect off. Once per turn during the other player's turn, when a trap card is activated, you can detach one XYZ material from this card. Negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Then this card gains 500 attack. So that's really nice against Inzectors, because they play threatening. So you just summon him. They can't play threatening. It locks down their threatening, locks down their compulses, locks down their Call of the Haunteds. So for real, this is a great card, I find. It's kind of situational. Again, it takes level 3, takes 3 monsters to get out. But yeah, I still like it at 1. Now this guy, Gandiva. This guy's broken. This is your lockdown factor of the deck, along with Shockmaster. Gandiva is just a boss. Like, I'll first turn Rabbit with double Sparkman going to Gandiva. This card is broken. He's only 2,100. He's an Earth and he's a warrior. But if you have Gandiva with protection, it's almost like as good as Legia with protection in a way. His effect reads: once per turn, when a level 4 lower monster and S in brackets, is special summoned to your opponent's side of the field, except during the damage step. You can detach one XYZ material from this card to destroy the special summon monsters. This locks down Rescue Rabbit, this locks down Wind-Ups, this locks down Tour Guide plays, this locks down Agent plays with Shine Ball. Like, not a lot of cards, not a lot of things can get around this card. They need to play their boss monsters to get around it, or force or play cards like Book of Moon Dark Hole just to get around it. So that's like a card I just like, and with him with protection, it's just really nice. So yeah, it's just really, really nice. Shockmaster, of course, is amazing. Excalibur and Blade Armor Ninja allow for so many OTKs. Like, I played against Dino Rabbit. I go first. First turn, I rescue Rabbit into double Sparkman, go into Gandiva, and sits in back row. Opponent draws for his turn. He couldn't do anything. All he could do was set one back row, or two back rows even. I can't even remember, but so that's what he did. He sets two back rows, or something like that, or one back row. I can't exactly remember, but he opened with Rabbit and Tour Guide, and he couldn't do any of it because I locked him down with Gandiva. Like, the best he can do is Tour Guide Sangan. I destroy Sangan and he searches. He's got 1,000 on the field. You can't do anything with that. You can't Rabbit because I'll just destroy his monsters. So, and then next turn, I summon a normal monster. I can't remember which one, but I think it was Artorias. Summon Artorias, special Gohan, overlaid into Blade Armor Ninja. And he didn't even have back row to stop it. Like, he had MST. So, overlaid into Blade Armor Ninja. And then I drew into this equip card for my turn, so I equipped him with Gallatin and I attacked for game. I OTK'd him right there. So the power of this deck is amazing. So if you guys want to try this out, let me know. Well, you don't have to let me know, but anyways, comment, rate, subscribe. Peace out, YouTube.